Today I'm with Sami Obama, who is a great member of the family. And as we said before, it's a surprise that we have not had a chance to sit together and
I
have a
know.
chat.
It's crazy.
I know. Well, today is the day for us to sit together and have this conversation. And in fact, it's a very important one because Sami started, or rather held a space for people from the African community to come together and start talking about mental health issues, particularly to do with men.
Yeah.
So, Sami, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel welcomed.
Yes, it's nice to have you. Now, tell me, was there a moment or an event in your personal life or, the space that you work where you decided that mental health issues really need to be engaged with?
Yeah. You know what? It's something that I've always thought about and that I just didn't have the space to, or I didn't feel like I was capable. I didn't have the credentials to start this sort of conversation. Even though I was going through it, I didn't also feel safe enough to talk to anybody about it. So, but the event that triggered me to actually start this was a recent passing of a friend, Tamra Mariam, who was found dead alone in his home. And speaking to my friend Helen Casa, we knew that he was going through some mental health issues, and that was, I guess, like in the community, in the African community in particular, I think it's frowned upon. It's not seen as something that's it's not taken that serious. If you have something like that, it's a spiritual thing, and you need to go to church, pray to God, and they splash holy water on you. Not to dismiss any of that. I think that does have some importance to it, but I think it for me it's important to actually like tackle the problem and address what the problem is and why it's hard for us to talk to one another, and why we judge one another, and why we put each other down for not being men enough. That's for me, it's like holding this circle in this space is to learn from from all these other men,
Yeah.
for me to learn what it means to be a man, because I still haven't figured it out yet, and I want to learn. I want to learn
Of
to be
course.
the best person that I can be, the best the best partner, the best brother, son,
Yeah.
best friend.
Yeah.
I just want to be that open book for for my peers, and hopefully be a role model, and also teach through my actions by
Yeah.
being vulnerable myself.
And you already are doing that, quite well, because I know you're very passionate about your culture, and you're an actor, and you're a performer. You're contributing the community. You work with young people, and so I want to ask you, how do you, in the spaces that you move in with your peers and also with young people, how do you actively, as best as you can, try to engage with this issue of mental health in those
Yeah.
spaces, and also just bring in the cultural sensitivity into it?
Yeah, I think, like I said, it is more to do with like through my actions rather than my words, and hence why actually this is my official announcement right here.
Announcing.
I haven't really made like a an announcement for it yet, but I will retire from dancing, from in particular like Ethiopian dancing, because I feel like I took it to a level of where I can absolutely be my best version of myself at that. But I feel like now it's I'm at a point where just moving and dancing and shaking isn't enough. I feel like my words have to matter. You know what I mean? Like, I've shown it through my actions. Now I have to also like speak about it. I'm happy to educate people about my culture. I'm happy to speak about where dancing came from and stuff like that. But again, at the same time, I can only do that to a certain level, and I can reach certain audience to a certain level. But I think through communication, this is what I always enjoy, hence why I love acting as well. Like, there's human interactions, I'm talking with people, and I also I just love to talk and be open with people, because I feel like that gives them also space to share things that they never would with anybody else. And I've experienced that a lot as well, where I would I would talk to people, and just like really just be myself. By being myself, I found that there's power in there, and that also gave them the power to also open up and
Yeah.
talk to me and tell me new things that I've like that they would never share with anybody else. I'm repeating myself now, but
I know, but it's
yeah.
great. It's I mean, we've had lots of lengthy conversations,
Yeah.
and wow, you're gonna stop dancing. That's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, I think I feel like it's not something that you would have taken lightly to, yeah, to stop doing. But I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear that you will continue to progress and champion your culture, your Ethiopian culture, in many other ways,
Yeah.
particularly in talking. Hopefully, you'll write about it and and put that stuff in the canon so people can
Yeah.
learn. And what are you doing for yourself to take care of your mental health?
Yeah, it hasn't been that easy. It hasn't been, especially right now, with COVID and everything. It's just been challenging. But what I've learned about myself is that, um, I think I I am very aware with my feelings, and I am in touch with my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm like, my frequency or my vibration or my energy is feeling down, I'm aware of it,
Yeah.
so I know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was through years of practice of meditating, through reading and listening to podcasts, and listening to tapes, motivational videos, and just filling my brain with like all types of information. And the same thing with listening to other people that went through the same thing as me. But now also, because I've moved out from home, so I noticed that every time I'm feeling down or I feel some type of way, the way I take care of myself is I go to my family's house, and I feel like I'm filled with love there. There's so much love all around that I love spending time with my mom, my brothers and my dad, just that. And my sister, in case she's listening to this, and my sister,
Your
and my
family.
sister, my family. Yeah, but they live in Williamstown, so there's like Williamstown Beach is not that far from there as well. Just waking up in the morning, and just going for like just a walk and just being near the ocean. But also, yeah, I think spending time with myself and just really not being afraid to be by myself and with myself and be
Yeah.
comfortable under my own skin. I felt like that helped me. Um, but also just reaching out to people and saying how they are, checking in. You'll be surprised like how much power that has to just call up if you're thinking about somebody. That's a sign. That's not just a
Yeah.
coincidence that you're thinking about this person or you're dreaming about this person. It's a sign that you know there's a certain energy that they're sending for help, or just like they need that human connection, or they need someone to just give them a call. So when I have that intuition feeling, I would give them a call, or I'd send them like a long text just saying, "Hey man, I know this is weird. I'm just thinking about you. I don't know why, but I just want you to know that I love you, I appreciate you, and whatever hardship it is that you're going through right now, I just want to let you know that you are loved, you're welcomed, and you're appreciated." And they would also respond with a huge text saying like, "Oh my God, like I'm actually going through this and that," and I'm so thankful that you've reached out to
Yeah.
me, because I haven't been in that mental headspace for a while, and and I'll give them a call, and we would have like a long 2 hours, 3 hours chat
I know.
sometimes. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Hi, Sammy. How are you? 3 hours later.
Yeah.